All right, welcome back, guys. Unit 17 is about similarity. So we kind of, our last unit was all about congruent triangles. Congruent just means that the triangles are the same size and the same shape. So this unit, we're going to be talking about similarity, which means the triangles are just the same shape. They're going to be different sizes. You can shrink them or blow them up, but we're still going to be talking about shapes here. So to begin with, we're just going to do a quick review section at the first. The first unit here is just about proportions. And there's not even any examples in here. Again, this is just review. So I'm going to do 3 of the homework problems with you as examples, but this shouldn't take you too long. So basically, with our similarity, we're going to be setting up a lot of proportions later on in the unit. So we're just making sure that you remember how to solve a proportion. A proportion is just an equation that states that 2 ratios are equal. So basically, a ratio can be written as a fraction. 4 to x is what it's saying. It's the same ratio as 2 is to 7. So to solve this, again, you've learned a property, I guess it is, called the cross product property. What it says is that you could just take the top of one of your fractions and multiply it by the bottom of the other fraction. So 4 times 7, and that's going to equal the top of the other fraction times the bottom of the other fraction. So 2 times x. Um, reason being, I'm going to come back here and just show you really quick how they got that. We're going to erase all that and start all over. Basically, right here, if you're trying to solve, if you're trying to get x by itself, this 4 is being divided by x. So to undo that division, we're going to multiply. And remember, when you multiply something, you've got to make sure that you multiply both sides of the equation by that number. So we've multiplied it by x so that it's gone over there. Then over here again, we've got this 2 divided by the 7, so we're going to multiply by 7 both sides again, so that the 7 can divide out too. So then we're left with this 7 times 4, which is what we've got here, is equal to 2 times x, which we've got here. So you don't have to do that every time. Just remember cross products, top times bottom equals top times bottom. And then we just solve it. 4 times 7 is 28. 2 times x is 2x. We just want 1x. We're going to divide by that 2, and x is equal to 14. We're done. That's it. Okay, next question. Let's look at number 5 really quick. Same thing. We're just going to take top times bottom equals top times bottom. So 10 times 9 is equal to, now make sure on this one, this 20 has got to distribute. Maybe we'll make parentheses on all these so that you can remember. That 20 has got to distribute to both terms. So we have 2 terms right here. I can't see all the 2 terms there. Since we have 2 terms right there, we're going to make sure that that 20 multiplies by the 2x and also by the negative 9. Okay, then we're left with 90 here is equal to distribute to give you 40x minus 180. And then again, we're just solving the equation from there. Okay, so we're going to get x by itself. We want to add the 180 to both sides. 180, so I've got a 270 is equal to 40x. And then we'll just divide by 40. And don't worry, there's lots of decimals in here. You can write them like decimals or fractions. I don't care how you write them, but don't panic if you get not a whole number. 6.75 would be a perfectly correct answer to get right there. Okay, again, do not panic with decimals. Again, now this time you just have to distribute both sides. Okay, so that 6 is going to be multiplied to the 3x plus 3, and that is equal to 7, which is going to be multiplied to the x plus 16. And then go ahead and distribute. So 6 times 3x is 18x. 6 times 3 is just 18. That's equal to 7 times x plus, calculator, 7 times 16 is 112. All right, now we just need to get x's on the same side. I'm gonna move this 7x. So I'm gonna subtract the 7x from both sides, and I have 11x over there. I'm also going to move the 18 to this side, so I want just my x's over here. So I'm gonna subtract 18 from both sides, and those are gone. And 112 subtract 18 is 94. and then go ahead, divide by your 11 to get that 1x by itself, and x is going to equal 8.54554. Let's just put 8.55 rounded. And that is that proportion solved. All right, so quick unit, just go ahead, basically review those proportions.